Hi, I'm Johansson. I'm a bartender that's been traveling the world for quite a while now. I left Sweden about 8 years ago, and since then I've been bartending in everything from London to Stockholm to New York and back to London again. I'm here today to talk about vodka. Vodka has a special place in my heart because I am from Sweden and I'm born and raised with the vodka culture. Vodka has now found itself spreading from its old European roots and now has conquered the whole world. And I would say one of the key to its success is the fact that it's got quite a natural character and it's quite flexible. Vodka can be made anywhere in the world and from any raw material as long as it has some form of carbohydrates. Potatoes is one of the most original things that people would make vodka from. And what you need to do, you need to make it up into a mashed potato more or less. You got that sugary sweet content, and when you add that you need to add a yeast strain. It's quite distinctively for each producer to find their individual yeast strain that will give the character that they want or the non-characters that they want. Some of them are keeping them, like potato vodkas can have a little bit of a buttery flavors, whilst maybe a barley vodka will have a little bit more of a crisp, lighter citrusy one, and that's something that's come through that process. And when you're then adding them into the distillation process, it needs to be made in a column so the distiller can pick up the nose that they fancy and make it as purified as they want. You also find that there will be charcoal filtration to finish it off, and quite often a lot of vodkas to get that finished smoothness. As the vodka is coming off the still, it gets aged in big metal tanks, steel tanks, to not add any further flavor to it. Now we've got a 95-96% high rectified spirit, so we need to take it down a little bit, so it is diluted with water above 37.5 but around 40% across the world, and then it goes into bottling. The main vodka regions in the world and the main types of vodka all originate from the so-called vodka belt. And the vodka belt is the northern, eastern and central Europe. And through them you'll find the difference of barley and wheat and rye and potatoes. And they have sort of become the higher producers because they're also the highest consumers of vodka in the world. Not a lot of people know that vodka is actually, most of its history was actually flavored spirit. And it's only until like the recent couple hundred years that we've been making this highly rectified, non-characterful vodka. Since vodka became popular again in the 50s in the States, and moving forward to the 80s where it had a bit of a boom, and we got to see new flavored spirit vodkas. And these are quite cool flavorings coming in that's quite different from bubblegum to chilies and horseradish and anything that you could imagine between here and Skye. Vodka has almost taken on a role of being almost like a cheat in spirits for bartenders, or something that people don't want to use because it doesn't have a challenge. I think vodka is a great reason to use as a bartender because it gives you quite an open palate. You can mix it in any type of cocktails, any type of ingredients. It will go well with most things. And for someone who hasn't liked any spirits, harsh spirits before, vodka is a perfect introduction to showing that you can do other things as well when you're mixing drinks. If you're interested in learning any more about vodka or any other spirits, check out the WSET qualifications on WSETglobal.com.